Just shut your cockhole.
Whoa.
Sorry.
What is the sound of one cockhole clapping?
Dabba dabba doop dab dooba da doop ba 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 dooba dabba doo boop. It's that sound.
Whoa.
That's the sound of a cockhole. That's it. Wait, did you say clapping or scatting?
Catman John at 25% speed.
No, dude, Scatman John at 25% speed. He's just gonna sound like Fred Flintstone because he's gonna be like, yabba dabba doo.
Scooby Dooby Doo? Wow, they didn't really have a lot of different thoughts and sounds to add. There's like two completely different shows, same motto. Yep. Fuck it. No one will notice.
Yabba dabba doo, where are you? Barney solving mysteries. Oh, jeez. I don't know why it sounds like this.
No one
It
knows.
sounds like shitty Louis Armstrong.
What?
It sounds like shitty Louis Armstrong. Try to fucking keep up.
Who the fuck is Louis Armstrong?
He's the guy who likes clouds of green. A lot
Oh,
of
is that Louis Armstrong?
I don't fucking know.
Andrew
I
is
think so.
You're just making it up.
I don't know, alright? I think so. But you think I just have a goddamn encyclopedic knowledge of music?
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's literally paid off multiple times in the past to assume that is the case.
Yeah, well, it hasn't paid off for me. It's paid off for you way more times than for me.
Yeah. So please keep getting more educated about music so I can exploit your the benefits, not you.
Well, maybe I like being exploited.
Some of them wanna use you. Some of them wanna get used by you.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite Devo song.
God damn it.
Yeah. Alright, it took me 35 minutes.
Some of them want to get used by you. I can't get no.
That's not Devo, that's fucking like the B-52s.
No,
But
they'd be like,
still,
some
I'm
of them
loving it.
wanna get used by you.
there it is. Some of them want to get used by you.
That's exactly it.
Oh man, can you fucking imagine inviting the B-52s to a birthday party
I
or
want the
something?
B-52s to cover every song.
Happy birthday to you, Keith. Happy birthday to you. Oh, jeez. Oh my
A
god.
birthday is a little old place where you can get older.
Get older on your birthday.
Birthday boy Keith. Birthday boy. Wow.
Oh, I liked this one. This one put a giggle in my wiggle.
Does anyone on the planet actually like rock
Watching
lobster?
No. Rock Lobster? Yeah, everyone watched Family Guy.
Does a single person like rock lobster?
Oh, like Lock.
You can't do sentences today.
Hoop and do. Where are you?
We are watching you experience brain death live.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I got two brains for a reason. A left one and a right one.
That's okay. We can
What? Everyone's
pretend.
got two brains.
We can all get
Right?
together and pretend. I did not successfully pick that up.
okay.
I'm an idiot.
This one manufacturer thing is definitely not nearly enough to provide all the circuit boards that I was basically stealing from it. That being said, I can do a thing about
Scale
this.
up, scale up, scale up forever.
I can scale up like I'm some sort of lizard that's getting bigger. Because it's getting more scales. It's getting a biggie.
The taller it gets, the higher the scales are from the ground. Therefore, it is scaling up. Joke explained. We
Hello.
did it, internet.
My name is Alfred Softvoice, and I'm here to help make sure that you get every joke.
I like the idea of every 20 minutes of video we make, somebody has to try to do like a 3-hour breakdown where they explain try to make any sense of what we're saying.
Oh, you can totally picture that just being like a fucking, like some kid with like a 24 FPS webcam and like a hypercam logo in the top left corner being like, so what do you do here when they let you talk like a castle and quagmire? Yeah.
You see, they alter the rhythm of the giggities to fit the engine of a revving motor. It's really quite ingenious.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so, Mr.
You need a
Hypercam.
high IQ to watch these idiots.
Oh man. Not only is that not true,
It's never true because IQ
It's
is
never been
a
true.
completely non-existent concept. It basically doesn't exist. Yay!
Oh, man.
How's
Your
this-
IQ doesn't really matter. It just depends on how hard you work. Hard you work, and how rich your parents are. Hard
Yay.
you work, hard you work.
Oh, I saw sad things on the internet.
Why were you on r/unhappy news?
I just opened Twitter and it's like, oh, they're going to use AI to hire people. I'm like, no.
Oh, I saw that video. That was insanity. That was insanity. I can't believe that.
Like, I just
that's
responded to
been
like, making
made.
the world isn't a fucking race. What's
Yeah,
gonna
just-
happen when we paste over our... Oh god, eventually our roof's gonna go above the building where the fucking spaceship takes off.
Designated zone in a radius dependent on its
That's nice. I love that idea.
That'll be alarming. You'll just be like walking around, crafting shit, and then randomly ship clips to the ground under you and takes you into orbit.
That sounds fucking amazing.
Goodbye,
That's the second
spaceship.
best idea I've heard since. I was really hoping that my brain was going to come up with something to
With
say
more
in
of a
the middle of that
sentence at some
sentence, but
Not so much.
I got to that sentence was a little on the shorter side, so I didn't give myself enough time.
Didn't give yourself enough buffer.
Nah, I
Love
fuck.
Shack, baby.
This is hard. This is hard, Keith. I just want to stick in my wheelhouse and talk about my little addicts. That everything was going great when I was making a joke about being a drug addict. Where did I go wrong?
You ran out of life experiences to draw on. It's the curse of all Let's Players.
Yeah,
Is you
turn-
first,
Let's playing careers.
First you
limited
lead a life.
entirely-
and
Yeah.
then, first you lead a life, and then
you
lead
lose it.
then you start a job where you can draw on your past experiences as material and so on, and then you stop generating new material because all you're doing is that job. And then you're like, oh, that is the bottom of the barrel. I'm all out of things.
You know, that is a very, you know, it actually happens. Like, totally serious. I do see that happening to a fair number of Let's Players. People that, like, have, like, really interesting lives, they end up burning out because then they realize, like, oh shit, I've told all of my good stories.
Or it's
And
like,
that's
I got my degree in fucking geology years ago, and you bet that things that I remember are gonna run dry pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like when I'm trying, like, oh, fun rock fact, and like I'm not, like somebody was like trying to, someone was like, on some podcast was like, yo, looking out for people who can answer questions about the temperature of the Earth's core and stuff like that, and people were like fucking like tweeting with like roping me into the tweet to try to get me to go on. I'm like, I'm not a fucking expert. I don't know what they're talking about.
So your first mistake was having integrity.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah. taken
Yeah, you should have.
nameable people's approach and just bullshit my way through it. For the fame.
How do I make it so that the conveyor, if I put down the conveyor belts, like the conveyor lifts, it's going the wrong direction, and I'm having trouble making it not do that. Do I need to make the conveyor belt like the top part first and then extendo it down? Because if so,
The conveyor
fuck
lift?
the ever-living fuck out of that idea.
What are you talking about? What do you mean
you
it's
try
going
to
the
put
wrong
the
way or whatever?
Like it tries to go. I'm trying to make something go like take something like high down to the ground, not
Yeah.
like low up to the. You know what I'm saying?
You want to take something from up there and bring it down here?
Yes.
And you're trying to do it attached to this lift? This
no,
lift right
so-
here that you're at?
So I tore down some lifts that were here because I needed a little bit more room. So I'm trying to get. Oh gosh, what am I trying to get down here?
I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
So I'm trying to get wire and plastics down here. And your original system used some sort of like lifts to do this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's required, but it did. So I removed the lifts because I just wanted to reuse like the existing infrastructure. But I guess I don't need to do that. Hang on, let's see what happens if I can just get the conveyor. Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening.
I want a lift. I want a conveyor lift in this general area to take the wire that you're standing on and the plastics over here just down so I can feed it into these two assemblers.
So you want to go
easier.
from where I'm standing down to there?
Yes, because that's the system that you used to have.
And the problem is what?
We want to use you used to have conveyor lifts that took things down. So you used to have
Yeah.
something like over here
Oopsie.
that you like looped into.
You mean like this?
No. Yeah, and then you took
And then
something
that?
into it. Yeah.
Is that what you
How
wanted?
come you were able to do it?
What
That's
was it?
basically
What
what I
were
wanted to
you?
do.
What were you struggling with?
So here, if I put a conveyor lift down, for whatever reason, this one, like, if you try to loop something into the top part, it's like that's the exit side. So I wanted to not do that.
What?
Are you able to? Okay, so this conveyor belt Mark II, or this lift that I'm standing on right now, takes
Okay.
stuff from the ground up. And when I try to put something into it that's going the other direction, it doesn't work.
Oh,
so I don't know how to make
neither
it like, flip the
is
direction.
neither side of this currently hooked to anything?
No, but it didn't work when I tried to hook something into it, so I don't know
I would just
why.
delete it. I would delete it, make the tracks first, and then always attach a lift to an existing conveyor.
Okay.
Because it works just like how all the
It'll
just-
work on its own like that?
well, just like how conveyors work and everything else. Like
Okay.
it has to figure out what direction it's supposed to be going in, and so you never really want to just randomly have a middle chunk of conveyor that's floating and then figure out how to attach it to stuff because you don't even know what, like, if you can't tell what direction it's going and then you don't even know which side to hook it to. It's like when that was last placed, it might have been putting stuff in the opposite direction of what you were trying to do,
I see.
or something like that. Because it
I
does
get
have
you.
a dedicated direction that is determined when you place it. That's why whenever you place a conveyor, it says you have to hook it up to something. You can't just like randomly click nowhere, because it has to figure out the direction it's supposed to go in by whether or not it's attached to an input or an output. And
Yeah, so I guess my biggest
by extension, every lift and so on also figures that out by where it's hooked up to.
Yeah, you know, I thought I basically figured that out, but I think that my misunderstanding is that I haven't actually used the conveyor lifts myself.
Yeah, they're weird.
Basically
They're
at
neat
all.
though. You think you
They
can
are
mouse wheel
neat.
to rotate them 90 degrees and everything.
And then they
They're
also
handy.
turn, right? So this one will feed directly into the splitter. Yeah, okay. That's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, they're super helpful.
I think that they
And
probably...
if we had an actual warehouse with floors and everything, these would be how you would change floors with a resource.
Yeah, I was going to suggest...
just
I
by
think
plopping that in the corner.
The developers of this game probably realized that, like, if you're going to make a 3D Factorio, something like this is, like, actually really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And super helpful. because
And
it
it's
allows
running
you
at
to
a
really
fucky
exploit
frame rate.
The height aspect of the game a lot easier.
Yeah.
And make some cool shit happen.
I
Look
mean,
at how pretty this is. Look at this little
that's more or less
coordination
the
of
most-
splitters and
Yeah.
conveyors. I'm really proud of how this looks. I can't wait to see the plastic start flowing in here because it's gonna look really cool.
Look at him going everywhere.
That's one of the core things about making this game 3D is that suddenly you can make a factory,
Yeah.
like a vertical building with floors and so on, as opposed to like just a open terrain layout. But then we basically played it like Factorio anyway. So until
Well,
we started,
didn't basically
it's
play it
still-
like Factorio. We played it like our shitty ass, dumbed
yeah,
ass,
Jackson
dumb version
Pollock
of Factorio.
Factorio. But then the moment we added this train, suddenly we have verticality, and so now we're almost doing the thing that we probably should have been doing the entire time.
Well, to be fair, the reason that we didn't do it was because this is an incredibly lazy approach.
Yay.
And, I mean, getting out of bed requires, for me anyway, like 7,000 psychological tricks just to pull that part off. So, you know, I forget even where the sentence was leading in the end. But the point is, this is somehow my fault, and
I pretty much
will
just
own
let
up to
the
that.
anxiety of obligation lift me out of my bed. Just
I
give
know.
into it. It captures me.
Yeah, that's called being an adult human being.
Yeah, fuck
You're
it.
not, you're not special, you're just mentally
Bunch of
ill.
bullshit. You've got the mental illness called capitalism. It compels you to do things against your greater interest.
It's okay. I used to make art, now I make money.
And then very occasionally work on your pet video game project to tell yourself that you still do art.
I actually work on that thing pretty damn frequently.
I used to do art.
It's just hard, dude.
Then I went to
Like,
college and had obligations.
making a video game is astoundingly difficult. But
I
I'm
used-
also making a 3D video game by myself, which, good lord, was that a stupid idea. But, it's fun. I mean,
I could accompany you and just randomly make noise in your ear every now and then. That's helpful.
how in the fuck is that helpful?
Because
That's what I do to your Let's Play series. Is that helpful to you?
It's monetizable. I made a radio tower. We have a radio tower.
Kid, you're better than you're better than useful. You're
Ooh.
downright monetizable. Give me them exploity dollars.
Ooh. This is probably interesting. Gotta. Oh God, I'm gonna die. Oh. I died.
You got your denominator just the way I like it.
Why couldn't
Lowest common.
I couldn't get back on the ladder, and I died horribly to my death. Oh. I think I just built
In
What is-
the arms
what's basically
of
the radar
Keith
dish
Lord.
from Factorio. Remember the radar dish that would gradually fill in the map
Oh, yeah.
with new
Did you make
information
that?
without you going there manually? Yeah, I think
Cool.
I just built that.
Nice. In the arms of the angels. Fly away from here.
Angel arms, baby. Angel arms, baby.
Sad dog. It's a sad dog. Sad dog.
No,
Looks like
no
it's
sad
crying.
dogs. Sad dog, baby. I did not
I
equip.
just punched my
Oh no,
microphone.
I did not equip. Oh boy,
Your
I almost
jet
died.
poke?
Yeah, I forgot to re-equip it after I came back to life. I came back to life.
Everyone, a moment of silence. A moment of big oops for my up dog over there, Keith Catcher.
You're about to
Catcher
explain that you
Let's
haven't been
Play.
recording this entire time.
What? No, I've been recording this entire time. I'm saying big oof for you, like dying and.
Hey, look,
pooping your
bacon and
pants.
gark.
Hey, look, bacon and gark.
I found it. Found the bacon and gark. It's
Can I
real.
say bacon a gark?
It's that one red mushroom you see every now and then. It's like all over the place.
Oh, I get. You're talking about the bacon a gark. Oh, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
exactly what a bacon a gark is.
Freaking and gurk.
What with its red. It's just so red and. What did you say the other part was?
Yeah, I totally know what boobs are.
Oh man, everyone loves how slime. No, okay. I'm just like saying that. I look over at somebody, and as I say the words, he's just like either give me a thumbs up or a
just giving a reaction.
How how big? Bill. No. Good. Yep. How big a goal they are, and then he just throws the papers up in the sky. He's like, God damn it! I can't work with this asshole.
How does anyone expect me to work in this condition?
Like, we pay you by the hour, guys. Just say something nice about tits and we can all get out of here. Come on, we all got places to be. I'm sorry. It's just I've never heard of this. What do you call it? A boob? How do you even pronounce that? A boab? A boab.
Boobs of unusual size? I don't believe such a thing exists.
No, I know about your baconator, your bacon aggregator. You know, me and my buddies in college, we'd sit around and we'd pull out like somebody would pull out like a little bacon aggro.
Pull out a boob and pass it around.
99 boobs on the wall. That's what we used to call it. Because you had 99 on them, you took one down, passed it around, and then you
98 boobs on
the wall.
Yep, that's the story. That definitely happened.
Yep.
And that boob was Albert Einstein.
You know who had who always had the best boobs. That was old Tommy Boob boy.
Boop-skadoop.
Bobby Boobman. He always had the freshest, hottest boobs printed straight off of the boob press. He knew a boob guy. He's like, you want some boobs, do yez? I can give you the hookup.
Conversation so stupid it should be illegal. This playthrough just became a controlled substance.
Man. You can't control this substance. You can't see, but I'm grabbing my crotch right now.
Substance? I've never had any.
Oh, man. Damn.
Where have all the computers been going this whole time?
What?
I need 200 computers. Slowly working towards, we're gonna have nuclear power. And we're gonna use it completely responsibly. 400 engines. They only have 50 per stack.
The trucks that we built a million years ago is still like hanging out here, and it's stanky legged.
Yeah, it's just sitting in the same spot.
Yeah, it's like
you abandoned it forever,
like,
and I never learned the controls for it, so I just gave up on it.
Well,
it's really stupid that you enter that vehicle and the screen doesn't fill up in the corner with like, here's all the controls.
You know, that would require additional pylons.
All the technology of the original 3D Zelda. We can never recapture this lost art of showing the fucking controls to a thing.
Hey, listen. It's not your fault.
Do you know how many fucking people had their minds blown when I pointed out that their childhood game, Majora's Mask, the fairies are named Tattle and Tail, as in Tattletale? Like nobody fucking put that together. Apparently, there were so many people be like, "What?" They're like, "Really, guys? Really?"
What the absolute holy shit, mother, father, the
How
woman,
have I let you down?
man, child.
I curse the day that I was born.
I had no idea. Granted, I've never played. What was the game you're talking about? Oh yeah, Majora's Mask. You know,
pretty foundational part of the process would be playing it ever.
No. I when I was in college, we used to pass around some Majora's Mask. Between
You just got masked, bro.
we just be. There was a guy named Majora. He'd show up and he'd be like, "Hey, my name's Majora, and I got myself got my mask right here." And we give him an old boob, straight from the boob sack, and just.
What do you think the plot is of Majora's Mask? Guy who's definitely played it.
Oh, Majora's Mask. So, Link. Yeah. Help me out here.
I thought you were just done.
Warm.
That was the whole story.
Hot, cold. I need a little bit of feedback. All right, fine. Let's go off the rails. Okay, Link runs into the Happy Mask salesman, and the Happy Mask salesman is like, "Hey, I need you. Remember when there was that mask quest where it was like 4 masks? We're gonna make a game out of that." And then you did, and the moon was like no, and the moon was like, "I hate mask salesmen, man,
And video games.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna hit him in the balls." But he's the moon, so he's a little bit indiscriminate about which balls he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit all of the balls. And you know who has balls? Fucking
Earth.
Link.
Oh,
And
shit.
Link is like, "Oh no," or Link is like, "Hut, hut." Link is like, "Yeah!" And then he
As
goes
he does.
around and gets himself some maskies, and then Happy Mask Salesman guy is like, "Turns out my name was Majora," and then you have to fight him. And then you fight him on the moon, and the moon is like, "Hey, thanks, Link. I really appreciate you helping me defeat my arch nemesis, Mr. Majora Mask." And then you ride the moon off like he's Epona, and
Keep going.
and do 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 and do 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 do.
Just gonna shout out random songs now.
And even a little bit of like.
If you're gonna run out of music soon.
No, I could just reuse the same songs. And
No,
keep
just like
voice.
just like those games did.
Yeah, I could just be like,
shit!
like ha 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 ha.
If you ever play Civ 5 again, you should stream it. I streamed literally all of it. It was all streamed.
Well, if you play it again, you should stream it again, ass
Literally.
nut.
I
How the
have-
fucking you?
I have
wow,
straight
I'm
up
Keith. I can't
have
can't
streamed
put
8
2 and 2
hours
together.
of Civilization 5.
Yeah, well, I had 8 hours to put 2 and 2 together, and you see me doing that? No.
Oh no. This is what we've come to.
You have no idea what I come to. Thank you very much.
Inapprops.
Yes.
Human resources trip.
It's okay. I've said way worse things to my coworkers than
Yeah,
that.
like your furry conversations.
Hey, to be fair, that
Or-
was an intern. He barely counts as a human. So so he doesn't deserve.
Yeah, they just ripped those directly out of
resources.
the intern blob.
Yeah, like, oh, yep. We got ourselves a real ripe-looking intern right here.
Yep.
And it's just like, yeah, I give it a little squeeze, and it's like, I don't know how to do anything. Like, oh, yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Like, Dad, why do you always use the stupid farmer voice? Like, shut up, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Just once in your goddamn stupid life.
That's a good one. Yeah. Chop. I'm gonna blow up this rock in our base.
Oh, you gotta blow up that rock there?
Yeah, you're gonna blow up that rock? You're gonna blow up that rock?
God damn it.
Oopsie, don't.
It's
Oh,
only
shit.
Blue from Blue's Clues.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh my god, that made my screen shake.
Scary explosions.
That was scary. It was loud as shit. It was like a bomb went off.
We can
Why the
now
fuck was
access
that
this
so
one
loud?
copper vein right here. Oh, it's iron. We have one additional iron vein in our base now.
Hey,
Just hanging
whoa,
out
shit.
here.
Whoa, shit. Hang on.
It's been here the whole time. It's completely covered with other structures and basically really hard to access, but here it is.